much. Hello, welcome to a very special edition. Never get done of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. The Olympics are being held in Athens this summer, and tonight we have some of this country's greatest sportsmen and women facing up to another supreme test of courage, skill and endurance. Turn hot seat. All our Olympians tonight, past and present, are here to raise funds for the British Olympic Association. Now, half the money they win tonight, and I hope it's a lot, goes to the BOA. The rest goes to the contestants' individual favourite charities. We have 6 very famous athletes warming up their brains backstage. They have an astonishing 9 Olympic medals between them, 4 of them gold. They really are great British sporting legends. Please, would you welcome our first pair of contestants tonight, Matthew Pinsent and Roger Black. It's not often when people come out I look that, but actually with him I do. Right, here we have the Olympic rower, very large man, Matthew Pinsent, and the former Olympic runner, Roger Black. Matthew is brilliant, basically going backwards, fast. He won his first Olympic gold at Barcelona in 1992 in the coxless pairs alongside his partner, great mate and personal hero, Sir Steve Redgrave. He won his second again with Sir Steve at Atlanta 4 years later, and his third came in the coxless fours in Sydney in the year 2000. If you saw it, it was fantastic. The event was voted Britain's greatest sporting moment ever. Though hopefully that will be surpassed by an even greater achievement. He competes in the coxless fours in Athens this August.
What was this?
Possibly on the show this evening. Roger became a world champion athlete despite a serious heart condition, which stopped him doing school cross country. However, Roger had such a passion for athletics that he overcame it and went on to win 15 major championships, including European, Commonwealth and World Championship golds. On top of that, he won 2 more silver medals in 1996 Olympics in Atlanta for the 400 metres and the 4x400 metres relay. And he was also the British men's team captain until he retired in 1998. But he does say, Roger says, he hasn't set foot on a running track since. Now, tonight, Roger is here on behalf of the Surrey Care Trust, and Matthew is playing for the children's charity Sparks. Nice to see you guys. Thanks very much for coming. No Why Sparks for you, Matt? Why that particular charity?
Well, it's a sports person's charity. Jimmy Hill was right there at the beginning and started it off, and it's just been a fantastic charity. You know, Steve and I both kind of joined its ranks, and it's been close to our heart ever since, really.
OK, well, lots of luck tonight. Roger, why that one for you?
It's local to me. It's a local charity.
Because you're a Surrey boy.
Yep, and it helps vulnerable people in Surrey, particularly youngsters and teenagers who have suffered at school. It helps ex-offenders getting back into the community, and it helps families in crisis. So it's a local charity for me.
Are you two... do you know each other well?
I think, being an Olympic special, I think all the Olympic sports people know each other pretty well. Yeah. If you combined, I don't know, rowing and football or rowing and golf, then it might be different. But we all end up at the same dinners. And...
Well, of course you do, but you do know that you have to agree.
Yes.
Eventually, on all your answers.
Yeah. And I'm as forceful as Steve Redgrave.
So Steve. All right, guys, well, now, at this moment, Matthew and Roger are just 15 questions away from winning £1 million. It was done a couple of weeks ago, could happen again tonight. That's for their favourite charity show this time. If they did get stuck along the way, they have 3 lifelines to help them. They have 50-50 as always. They can phone a friend, and they can ask this audience. OK, lots of luck, you two. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So we'll see now then how well you did get on. Right, question number 1 is for £100. Here it comes. What's the weather like if the day is described as nippy, cold, wet, foggy, hot?
I think we're happy with that one.
Cold.
Yeah. It's the right answer. You have £100. Well played.
Yes.
What a start.
What a start. Going home. Home winners.
Oh, you're on a roll.
Yes.
Right, question number 2. Let's try and race you up to £1,000 at least. Question number 2 is for 200 quid. Which term of endearment is also a word meaning expensive? Dear, darling, honey, beloved.
That would be dear.
You have £200.
Yes.
Number 3 for 300. By what abbreviation of her name was Margaret Thatcher popularly known?
Which one?
Meg, Peggy, Maggie, Marge.
Pretty sure it's Maggie.
Yeah.
You had £300. All right, so far.
If only it was this easy.
Question number 4 is for 500 quid. If you approach something with boldness and courage, what are you said to grasp? The bramble, the thorn, the nettle, the holly.
Nettle, I'm sure.
It's the right answer. You got £500.
Yeah, sorry.
This is question number 5 of hopefully 15. Here it comes. Which department in a company is sometimes known as human resources? Accounts, marketing, personnel, information technology.
Personnel.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. We'll play, guys.
Great.
Good, good.
Yes, that'll do. Excellent. Let's go home. More.
I have to say, I didn't realise that you overcame. I didn't know you had a lot of operations when you were young. I didn't realise you had so many problems.
Well, what's the problem? I was just diagnosed with a leaking heart valve when I
That's a problem.
Well, it's a problem, but I'm monitored every year, and clearly it wasn't a problem. But the great thing was, when I was at school, I wasn't allowed to do cross country, which I thought was a complete result. And yeah, it's an interesting one, but it really hasn't been a problem. But I ran the London Marathon about 4 years ago, and I will not be allowed to run it again, put it that way, because it's just too far. But I'm fine, absolutely fine.
So you still have to do all this stuff, don't you? I mean, you're
Every day.
still...
3 times a day.
You live in Henley, which is handy, of course, for
the river. That's where we train.
River Thames, that's handy. But there must be mornings when you look out and think, oh, I really don't want to go out in the middle of the river today. It must be.
Winter time, definitely. When the alarm clock goes off at 7:15 or 7 o'clock, and you can hear the rain beating against the window, and you can hear the wind howling, you know the river's going to be terrible. Then it gets tough. But at this time of year, we're in springtime, we've got the Olympics 3 months away, and you've got no problems now. It's great.
A lot of pressure really on you because you've done so well. I mean, 3 out of 3 has been fantastic. I mean, can it be 4?
That's the wonderful thing about sport. No one really knows, and if we did, it wouldn't be interesting. It wouldn't be exciting for us. But you're right, and the Olympics is always going to be pressure. I mean, it was pressure going to my first one in Barcelona, and it's just the environment that you get used to. So I don't see Athens is going to be any different. I mean, it's going to be very hot and maybe quite windy on the rowing lake, and we're going to be in a new Cox's Fours, and the opposition is someone else who's world champion. So there's lots of factors to be thrown into that pot. But at the end of the day, the Olympics is amazing. It's something that changes people's lives, whether you go once and get nowhere near a medal. I mean,
just to be part of it, actually. I mean, it must be fantastic.
It's a wonderful. I mean, no other event as a sports person compares, whether it's a World Championships or a European Championships. You can actually be competing against the same people at a World Championships. But to win an Olympic medal is something that you dream of. When
you go to the Olympics, you figure out why you do it.
Yeah.
It's that different. World Championships or European, whatever the event might be, they're all good, and winning them, great. But even just going to the Olympics, that atmosphere, kind of the 2 or 3 days running up to the opening ceremony when the village is really full and everyone's just so ready to go for it. It's amazing.
But I know what you're doing now. You see, what you two are doing, you're talking as much as possible, so I'll forget to ask you another question.
We're waiting for the Olympics.
I know your tricks. I know what you're up to.
In which event?
Meanwhile, back at question number 6. You're doing okay. This has got £1,000. You have all 3 lifelines intact, and as we said, a lot of the money tonight raised will go towards helping Olympic teams. Question number 6 is for £2,000. Here it comes. Who presents the ITV dating show Love on a Saturday Night? Davina McCall, Ulrika Johnson, Denise Van Outen, June Sarpong.
No idea.
Yeah, the one topic was probably don't watch. You don't watch that much, but I'm pretty sure that's Davina.
I've got no idea about this, but I'm very happy to go with what
It's. I'm sure it's Davina.
Final answer.
Come on,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yep.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000.
I mean, even before you saw the...
There was definitely a second there, wasn't there?
Well,
when your face
this is the
went,
problem with
"Oh."
this show. This is the problem, because you know the answer, and then the longer you go on, there's a part of something happens to your brain that says, oh, well, maybe it's Ulrika Johnson.
Roger, I've seen people sitting where you are have actually forgotten what their own name is. So don't worry, you're doing fine. You have £2,000. You are at this moment 9 away from £1 million, but you have all 3 lifelines completely untouched. Have a look at question number 7. You can double your money here to 4,000. Which invaders of Britain are sometimes referred to as Danes? Saxons, Romans, Spanish, Vikings.
It's one of 2, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Well, it's not the Romans and it's not the Spanish, is it? Is it?
No.
No.
Sorry.
So you know, when you think Vikings, you think what's his
Nordic.
name? Yeah, and the boats, all sort of stuff. Nordic. And Saxons. What do you think? You think Saxons?
Saxony. It's European.
So I mean, if it's Nordic, it's the Vikings.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Saxony's
You don't want to go for a 50-50 or an ask the audience? No?
No.
Final answer. Why are you screwing your eyes up?
I'm not. I'm just the studio lights quite right.
It's the right answer. You have £4,000.
Actually, that was I feel a lifeline coming on there.
Yeah.
Okay, well now, Roger and Matthew at this moment have £4,000. They have all 3 lifelines still intact. We'll take a break. Join us again in a couple of minutes for the second part of tonight's Olympic special. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Don't go away. Welcome back to the second part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's Olympic special tonight. At this moment, the rower Matthew Pinsent and former runner Roger Black are in the hot seats playing for charity. They're on £4,000. They have all 3 lifelines remaining. Question number 8 is for 8,000. Here it comes. Tell me what you want to do. Which word follows palazzo to give the name of an item of clothing? Jacket, pants, shirt, boot.
Jacket palazzo, pants palazzo, shirt palazzo, boot palazzo. Follows.
No, it's the other way around. Yeah.
Oh, palazzo, jacket, palazzo. I was going to say, yeah.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
I was going to think, palazzo jacket, palazzo pants, palazzo shirt, palazzo boots. I think this is an opportune moment to ask the audience, I think. Oh, great.
Yeah.
You can hear the confidence coming out of the dark.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea?
No. Nothing sounds right either.
Well, palazzo pants doesn't sound right. But it could be right. I don't want to influence the audience.
Fair enough.
Ask the audience. So we'll ask the audience.
Okay, audience, see if we can get Roger and Matthew up to £8,000. This is the question. Which word follows palazzo to give the name of an item of clothing? Now, A on your keypads is jacket, B, pants, C, shirt, D, boot. All vote now. You know when you're saying, well, it won't be palazzo pants. Certainly won't be palazzo pants. Well, 63% of this lot.
Pants. What do they know?
I think it is.
It's got to be.
Well,
Especially with you saying it's
I'm very
not.
sorry about that audience. Yes.
Got to go with it.
Got to go pants.
But have you seen how some of these people are dressed? You know, we're not talking high fashion tonight. You know.
Oh dear. Well, that's yep.
Yeah.
Okay, final answer. We're going in. It's the right answer. Well done, everybody. Well done.
Right. I know.
£8,000.
So we didn't want to use it, right?
Right, you have £8,000. You are 2 away from 32, which will be the next big milestone. That would guarantee to be the minimum amount you would go home with this evening. You're just 2 away. With 2 lifelines left, you've got a 50-50 and you've got to phone a friend. Have a look, question number 9. This is for 16,000. Which country was chosen to co-host football's Euro 2008 with Austria, Switzerland, Germany, Slovakia, Liechtenstein. Now,
Well, it's one of two, isn't it, Matt? Isn't it? It's Switzerland or Germany, surely. Surely. It's not Slovakia.
why not?
Because it's too far.
Has Germany not got the World Cup in 2010? We bid.
It has, yeah.
We bid against
It has.
Germany.
Where are we now with 2004?
So there's another.
So what's the next World Cup? What's the next World Cup?
2006.
Well, actually, even if they've got the next one, they wouldn't have the
They
Euro.
wouldn't have
They
it.
wouldn't have Euro if they've got the World Cup final. They wouldn't have it.
we lost out, and it was
It's got
right.
to-
So I don't think it's Germany.
No, I don't think it's Slovakia.
They're not neighbouring. I don't know whether that makes a difference.
And why would it? It won't go to Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein's only got one. Liechtenstein's only got one.
They wouldn't play
one
many
stadium.
games there, would they? And I'm laughing. It could be the right
It's
answer.
Switzerland.
It's Switzerland, isn't it? But do we waste a 50-50?
Wasn't Liechtenstein the country that England played, and they were drafting in? There was going to be
It's not Liechtenstein. Is it?
no. So we know it's not Liechtenstein.
It's whether it's Germany.
It's not Germany, because Germany have got 2000 and they've got 2010. They wouldn't,
Why wouldn't they?
because
Because the Germans wouldn't share it with anybody.
I don't know. I don't know like you, but it's the logical answer.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's the right answer.
No.
The sensible thing here to do is to use a 50-50 and hope we don't get Germany and Switzerland. And the downside to that is we waste it. I'm happy to follow you on this.
Come on then. Switzerland. Final answer.
You've just won £16,000.
Come on.
You don't win Olympic gold medals if you don't play.
You don't? I mean, you're
Well, I never
spot on.
won one.
And actually, I think, well, you're spot on. I think your instincts on that were absolutely
Yeah.
correct as well. I mean, Germany in 2010, so they wouldn't
Yeah.
go in 2008 and all that. It's good. Now, have a look at question number 10. You can use both lifelines and still walk away with £16,000, which would be still a great amount of money. Question number 10, if you do go for it, give me a right answer, it's worth a guaranteed minimum tonight of £32,000. Good luck, guys. Here it comes. What nationality is the model Giselle Bundchen? Giselle Bundchen.
Sure.
Why are you nodding happily, Matthew?
Because we just
We
turned
both
to each
said the
other.
same.
Argentinian, Mexican, Brazilian, Peruvian.
This one we know. Both.
You're absolutely sure, yeah?
Yeah. We both looked at each other and
said the same.
went
answer.
Brazil.
So are we going to play Brazil? Are we that confident? 100%? Not going to waste your lifeline?
No.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You've just won £32,000.
Yes.
Good man. Great. Terribly
Keep
pleased.
it. Keep it.
Well, it's up to you, but that's a great result for you
Yeah,
two guys.
pleased with that.
The minimum amount you will go home
Very
tonight
pleased with that.
for your two charities is that amount, £32,000. But don't want to give you that. Put that there for now. Question number 11. You might as well play this. You can't lose on this. Have a look at it. This is for £64,000. You can use both lifelines if you like, but as I say, you might as well play it because you cannot lose. Here it comes. Which of these is a film? What are you doing now?
Sorry. I know the answer, so I'm very happy.
Where? Which of these is a film starring Ed Harris as a famous American artist? Tell us what you want to see on the screen.
Pollock.
Okay. Hopper. Pollock. Warhol. Rothko.
He knows it, so he knows
Yeah,
it.
I actually haven't seen it, but Been meaning to see it, and it's about Jackson Pollock, and it's called Pollock.
Final answer.
Yeah.
It's the right answer. You have 64,000.
Come on. Wow. Wow.
No, I want one, I know.
So take it. It's yours. You take it.
No, you can have that for a while.
Okay. For a while. Right. It's a bit serious, this.
Yeah.
It's getting good
You
now.
are 4 away from
good now.
1 million. The most anyone's ever won on these shows for charity was the unlikely combination of Frank Skinner and David Baddiel, who actually went away with $250,000. You're 2 away from that. You have a 50-50 and a phone a friend. Question number 12 is for £125,000. Take your time. Here it comes, question number 12 of a possible 15. A monument to which of these men is sited near Great Ayton in North Yorkshire? Captain Scott, Captain Morgan, Captain Cook, Captain Bligh. Now, you have 2 lifelines and it's worth £125,000.
I don't know the answer. Do you know the answer?
No.
Do we go 50-50 first? Or do we... No, we don't. No, we don't. We phone a friend and then we go 50-50 afterwards, depending on what they say.
Let's say we phone a friend and they get us past this one.
Yeah.
Let's just say, then are we actually going to, are we going to take a 50-50 punt
No.
ever on that kind of money?
And depends what the question is, but it's unlikely. But I think the person we phone has to know the answer to this. Yeah? And if you give them a 50-50,
It doesn't help them.
it doesn't help them. They either know the answer or they don't. Because then it's a guess, and they're all. So do you know anyone who's going to know the answer to this question?
I'd be happy phoning Poppy Anderson because she's a good historian.
Is she from North Yorkshire?
No. What are your options? What are your friends?
One of them is Matthew Kelly, who might know this, but I don't want to put him under this sort of pressure.
Oh, go on.
No, you'd love me to. Well, you'd love me to. And the others, if you think your historian friend would, I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, let's give her a call.
Okay, where is she?
She was the headmaster's wife at Eton.
What? Are you going to talk to me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Poppy?
Yes.
Hiya, it's Chris Tarrant here. Good evening.
Good evening, Chris.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Well, now, you obviously gather we're right in the middle of a very special Olympic special Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Certainly are.
I've got Roger Black here and Matthew. They're flying along, actually, but they are stuck on a particular question.
Right.
Matthew thinks you might well know the answer.
Right.
It is for quite a lot of money at this point.
Never mind. Don't tell me how much. Just go on.
Okay, they're doing quite well. Right, the next voice here will be Matthew's.
Right.
I'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers, okay?
Okay.
This is worth quite a lot.
Okay.
Right, my darling, fingers crossed, Matthew. Good luck. Your time starts now.
A monument to which of these men is sited near Great Ayton in North Yorkshire? Captain Scott, Captain Morgan, Captain Cook, or Captain Bligh? A monument to which of these men is sited near Great Ayton? Captain Scott, Morgan, Cook, or Bligh?
It's Captain Cook, Matthew.
You're sure?
I'm 99% sure it's Captain Cook. I can't...
I love you very much. Oh.
Hey, only 99.
Great choice.
Yes, Roger never knows.
Oh, yes.
Sure. What were you going to have, Matthew Kelly? Tonight, Roger, I am. Right, you're going to play?
Yes, of course we are. Captain Cook.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer.
Oh, let's go home. Let's go home.
No, we're okay now. We're okay now.
Good choice.
Excellent
Good old
choice.
Poppy. Right.
Eh?
There, have a look. That's what you've done. Fantastic.
That is-
£125,000. Great
We might
Ayton
take that
was-
one.
Yes, I think we just might.
Great Ayton was his childhood home. That's where he grew up as a kid. Now, question number 13 is for $250,000. Serious result. You still have one lifeline.
Gonna be
You
much
still
use,
have.
is it? It's
Stop
not gonna be
being
much
so
use,
negative.
is it?
Stop being so negative.
If we know it, if you know it, you know it.
£250,000, the next question is worth. If you give me a right answer, I'd be thrilled to write out a cheque for $250,000. You guaranteed 32,000, you do know that much. You have one lifeline. I should warn you that if you did give me a wrong answer at this point, you would lose £93,000. Okay. So take your time, but have a look at it. Question number 13 for £250,000, and you can get rid of 2 of them anyway, no matter what you do. Is this: what was the occupation of Roland Beryl, one of the founders of Mensa, the high IQ organization? Dentist, electrician, barrister, farmer.
Bye.
But
You'd just love it to be farmer, wouldn't you?
Matthew Kelly would know.
Yes. Well, it doesn't matter.
Take your time. You can get rid of 2. I mean, it
Doesn't
might.
matter. Doesn't matter.
Come on then.
50-50.
50.
Computer, take away 2 random wrong
It's
answers. Leave the right answer and 1 remaining wrong answer.
That's not farmer.
Electrician or barrister? You don't have to play this, of course you can.
Well, we
just
can't
couldn't.
play it. I mean, it's irresponsible to play it, so it's not.
Doesn't bother you all night.
Yes.
Sudden responsibility.
Yeah, no, it's
It's a huge amount of money.
it's a
you've
huge
got.
amount of money, and will go a very, very long way. Yeah.
Well, what would you think, though? If you were playing at home?
Electrician, because it's a quirky
I
question.
guess electrician. If farmer was there, I guess farmer. But so electrician. But
Okay, give them a big hand. They go away with £125,000. And just purely because it'll bother you and it'll needle at you all the
No,
way home.
no,
I
it
can
won't.
tell you, if you said electrician,
I'd have been
I'd be
wrong.
taking that cheque out of your hand, I'd be tearing it up, and I'd be replacing it with one for £32,000.
Good. Good.
yes.
Right answer was barrister.
Yeah.
Give him a big hand. £125,000. Matthew Pinson and Roger Black. Join us again in a couple of minutes. We've got Paula Radcliffe coming up. Don't go away. Wow, it was a great start. Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's Olympic special. Before the break, Matthew Pinson, Roger Black went away having raised a massive £125,000 for their charity. It does mean it's now time to welcome our second pair of sports stars tonight, Paula Radcliffe and Jonathan Edwards. It will be all right. Right, I think you know these two, but here we have the women's marathon world record holder, Paula Radcliffe, and the men's triple jump world record holder, Jonathan Edwards. Paula set a first world record, Chicago, in 2002, but she beat it in London a year later with a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes and 25 seconds, and that still stands. She missed this year's London Marathon, but will be running in Athens for Team GB, and hopes to add an Olympic gold medal. Wouldn't that be fantastic? To many other accolades, including the International Athlete of the Year Award, Sunday Times Female of the Year, and having the Bedford bypass named after her. Jonathan set his world record at the World Championships in Gothenburg in '95 with a triple jump of 18.29 metres, and since then no one has come even close to equalling it. After taking the silver in Atlanta in 1996, he won a gold in Sydney in 2000. Sadly, then had to retire through injury in 2003, but not before he had become one of the elite group of only 4 athletes in the world who have held all 4 major titles: Olympic, World, European and Commonwealth, all at the same time. Tonight, Jonathan is playing on behalf of A Heart for Russia, and Paula's charity is Asthma UK, which is great. Thanks for coming along, you two. Probably sitting back watching those two didn't help much, did it?
Not really. They did brilliantly, though, didn't they?
Great. They were great. Paula, are you asthmatic?
I am, yes. I was diagnosed when I was about 14, and I've been working with Asthma UK now for about 3 years. It's just really great because we're just showing people that it is a serious and very widespread condition, but
and
it can
increasing actually as well.
Very much on the increase, but it can be controlled, and it doesn't have to rule your life. You can control it and get on with your life as normal.
You see, what people, I mean, I find amazing is that you can achieve what you've achieved and continue to achieve with asthma. How does it affect you when you're running?
I have to make sure that I take my preventer inhaler morning and night, and then my reliever as and when I need it. So I find that certain conditions, like with certain pollens and in very polluted atmosphere, and any very cold conditions or very humid and foggy type conditions.
Jonathan, why that particular charity? I mean, what is that about? And why Russia?
Well, I have a very good friend called Deborah Miller who moved out to St. Petersburg in 1998. Very brave, courageous decision to work with street children. There's a massive problem. I think the United Nations estimate there's 30,000 children at risk on the streets in St. Petersburg, and maybe as many as 60,000. And she did a very brave thing. She moved out and worked with a particular children's home. And after 3 years, really, she came back exhausted, but felt that she could do more by starting a charity here, raising funds, raising awareness for the street children. First of all in St. Petersburg, and then hopefully wider out through Russia. Okay, you guys. Well, Paula, I know you're dying to start.
I'm petrified.
I get a question on asthma.
I know.
Right, come on, you know how it works. Basically, 15 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, possible £1 million for charity. I thought for a moment just before the break we might even get there. Remember, they have to agree on their final answer, which is a tricky bit, and also the use of any lifelines and choice of phone a friend. Paula, Jonathan, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Oh, stop patting each other. Now, question number 1 is for £100. Here it comes. Which of these is an exclamation indicating delicious food? Tut-tut, glug-glug, pom-pom, yum-yum.
I think we know that one, don't we?
I think we know that one.
We'll go with yum-yum.
We can go with yum-yum. We've got £100. Question number 2. Let's try and race you up to at least £1,000. Here's question number 2 for 200 quid. Which of these is a term for a dull person who resists change? Snake in the grass, piggy in the middle, stick in the mud, jack in the box.
We'll go for C, Chris.
Stick in the mud is the right answer. You have 200 quid. Looking terribly pleased with themselves. Question number 3 for £300. Take your time, have a look. If you laugh uncontrollably, which part of your body are you said to laugh off? Head, nose, foot, ear.
Head, please, Chris.
You have £300.
It's amazing how happy you can feel with yourself just to get a simple answer like that right.
Listen, just another 12, you know. I'll give you £1 million, you'll be very, very happy. Question number 4 is for £500. Take your time. Which item of equestrian equipment goes around a horse's stomach? Girth, bit, bridle, crop.
I think it's the girth.
I was waiting for saddle.
Well, the bit's in the mouth, isn't it? The bridle is around the front and the crop
yeah.
you hit them with, so girth.
It's the right answer. You have £500.
I think the girth goes under the saddle.
You have 500 quid. Question number 5 would guarantee you going home with £1,000. I will just warn you too that this is the last point at which you could go home with nothing at all, which would be disastrous. But it won't happen. You've got all 3 lifelines. You won't even need them. Have a look. Question number 5. This will guarantee you at least £1,000. Here it comes. Which of these towns did not host the party conference of one of the 3 major political parties in 2003? Blackpool, Bognor Regis, Bournemouth, Brighton.
It's got to be Bognor Regis. Has it?
I think now, but I'm going back over them just to make sure.
If I was sitting at home, I'd just go B, Bognor Regis.
But there's no money involved.
They're in
at home.
Blackpool. They're in Bournemouth.
They must have been in Brighton as well.
Yeah. It's not Bognor Regis.
Yeah. Oh.
B, Bognor Regis.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. Right, question number 6 for 2,000. Have a look, here it comes. In which newspaper does the Dear Deirdre column appear? Sun, Daily Mirror, Daily Mail, Daily Express.
I would think this might be an Ask the Audience.
I think we're in agreement on that
We're in
one.
agreement. We'd like to ask the
Okay.
audience.
Right, audience, on your keypads, please. Let's try and get Jonathan and Paula up to at least £2,000. First lifeline they needed. This is the question. In which newspaper does the Dear Deirdre column appear? A, B, C, or D? It's worth £2,000. All vote now.
Well,
So what the audience read then, can't we?
Pretty conclusive, isn't it?
Yep.
Should we go with that one?
we'll go with that one.
Go with that
the
one, please,
audience.
Chris.
Final answer.
A.
Fine.
Absolutely right. You got £2,000. Right, now listen, serious business. You have £2,000. You have a 50-50. You still have a phone a friend intact. Question number 7 is for £4,000. What breed is Jerry Halliwell's dog Harry?
I can see it.
Doberman, Shih Tzu, Border Collie, Greyhound.
It's a Shih Tzu.
Is it?
But it's tiny, isn't it? It's a big fluffy thing. It's not a Greyhound, it's not a Border Collie, and it's not a Doberman, so it must be a Shih Tzu. We're going to...
I'm happy to go with that.
Have you seen pictures of...
No, I was
You
struggling
doubt
to
it,
recognise
don't
Jerry
you?
Halliwell.
Should we go for that?
If you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, we'll go for a Shih Tzu.
You're going for a Shih Tzu. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Oh, I'm just proud to have been here. So, Paula, is Shih Tzu your final answer?
Yes, that one's my final answer, please.
It's the right answer. You have £4,000.
I will try into that one.
Oh, I'm just happy to be here now. You have £4,000. This is good. You are 3 away from 32,000. You still have 50-50, and you still can phone a friend. Have a look at question number 8. This is worth £8,000. The word ternary refers to which number? 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's not 2 because it's binary.
No, I think 3, because you said
Tertiary education.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not 4. That would be quartet.
and 5 would be sing,
Yeah. We'll go.
quint. Should we go with 3?
Yeah, we'll go with 3.
We'll go with
B,
three, please.
B, Chris.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer.
You just won £8,000.
Right, that's really nasty.
You sure you
Worried
know
there
it?
for a second.
You were very well.
Yeah, even when you think you know it, you still question yourself so much.
You have £8,000. This is good. Listen, you still have phone a friend, you still have 50-50. You're 2 away from 32,000. Question number 9 is worth £16,000. I should warn you, the drops get a bit steeper. You would lose £7,000 at this point. So take your time. You can use both lifelines and still walk away £8,000 better off, which would still be a good result. But question number 9 is worth £16,000. Have a look at it. Tell me what you want to do. Queen Rania. Jonathan's got a funny look on his face. I think what it means.
We're going to know
Okay.
this, aren't
Is
we?
Queen of which country? What do you think?
I'm not going to say it in case it's not there.
What do you mean, like Saddle wasn't?
Saddle, yeah. I'd just like to see them, Chris, I think.
Okay, Queen Rania is queen of which country? Morocco. Has it come up yet?
No.
Kuwait, Jordan, Bahrain. Ah.
No. Funny that.
What were you thinking of then?
I'm not saying.
Take your time. You have a 50-50, you can phone a friend.
Do you know?
No, I have no idea. But I can think of the kings, but I can't think of the queens. I don't know. No, I think we should go for a phone.
Phone a friend. It's just who we're going to call.
It's just who.
I think try Phil.
You try
My
Phil?
doctor friend.
Okay.
I think he's pretty good up on world affairs. So we'll try Phil.
You can talk to him.
Yep, it's fine.
Tell him the question, 4 possible answers. Do you want me to tell him it's worth £16,000?
Yes, you can. That's fine.
Well, he sort of focuses them all. They probably didn't
does,
know
doesn't
about 125,000.
Hi, it's Phil Brooks.
Phil, it's Chris Tarrant. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, Doctor. It's not a complaint. I'm all right, actually.
Well, that's all right, because you might as well wait a while to see you.
Well, now, we've got Jonathan and Paula here. They're actually doing rather well.
Oh, that's good news.
They're a little bit nervous, I have to say the least, but no, they're fine. And they're on £8,000. It does mean that they're stuck on a particular question.
Okay.
That's worth £16,000 to their charities.
Well, let's hope it's medical.
Sure, this man should treat the sick. Yes, well, I can't tell you that, but Jonathan will. The next one should be Jonathan's.
Okay.
He'll tell you the question and the 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £16,000. Okay, Doctor?
Okay, fire away.
Okay, Jonathan, 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Phil, Queen Rania, R-A-N-I-A, is queen of which country?
Yep.
Morocco, Kuwait, Jordan, or Bahrain?
The third one, Jordan.
Jordan.
Yep.
Queen Rania.
How sure is it?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Thank
star
you.
man. Well, I hope you're a
Well,
star
I hope I'm sure. I'm sure,
I'll
yeah.
see you when I get back otherwise. Cheers, Phil.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Well,
That's what we would have hoped for.
we will go see Jordan. He seemed very certain.
He did seem very certain. He also seemed
100%.
just slightly mad.
Well, yes.
He's a good bloke for a doctor. He's a great bloke. Final answer.
See
An
Jordan.
answer.
Good old Dr. Phil, you just won £16,000.
Well done, Phil.
And when you came on, Paula, you were terrified you weren't going to get 100 quid. £16,000. They still have a 50-50 left. Right, we'll take a break. Join us again in a couple of minutes for the final part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Don't go away.
Until you...
Welcome back to the 4th part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's been a great night. It's an Olympic special. Now, at this moment, Paula Radcliffe, who was sure she wasn't going to get 100 quid, and Jonathan Edwards, they're in the hot seat. They're doing rather well. They're on £16,000. They still have 1 lifeline remaining. They still have a 50-50. You see, it's all right.
It's quite fun, really, once you start.
Quite fun, really, once you start
Till we see
winning
the
money.
question.
OK, this is question number 10. It's worth £32,000. You have a 50-50. Here it comes. Which comic actor married actress Mary Steenburgen in 1995? Bill Cosby, Henry Winkler, Charlie Sheen, Ted Danson. Now, does it ring any bell at all?
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
I think we have to use the 50-50, don't we?
Even then.
Well, some of, I mean,
I,
there's a couple I think, I know it's not.
do you? Okay, you go.
Who do you know
I'm-
it's
I'm-
not? No, out of
I
interest,
hope
who do you
it's
know
not.
it's not?
I don't think it's Bill Cosby. And I don't think it's Charlie Sheen.
Try 50-50.
We're going to go 50-50.
Okay, and you can still walk away with £16,000, which would be great. Have a look. Computer, take away 2 wrong answers. Leave Paula and Jonathan the right answer and the one remaining random wrong answer. Now, what do you do? Which comic actor married actress Mary Steenburgen in 1995? Henry Winkler or Ted Danson? It's worth £32,000.
Paul, I can't make you do something you're not happy with.
You have to agree. You have to agree on
We
your
have to agree.
your policy and your final answer.
I would guess at this level.
And what would you guess at this level, if you guessed?
I think I'd just go Ted Danson. For no other reason than
That
Oh,
would,
definitely
that would be the that would be the one I would guess at. But I'm not. Should you want to get?
Well,
I can't believe it. If we got away with 1,000.
we're never going to sit in these chairs again. And it's kind of exciting.
Go on then, let's do it. Quick.
You guess then.
No! No way! No way.
Right. We
guess-
both said Ted Danson.
We both said we would guess him.
You happy?
Yeah.
You really? Go on.
Quick.
Yeah, we're going to go D, Ted Danson.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go for Henry Winkler?
Don't be mean, just tell us the answer.
Oh, go on, it's my best fun.
Oh no.
Oh, all right, then you've
Just
just won £32,000. Okay, now you're happy. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
See, I told you it was Millionaire.
I have absolutely no idea how you got there, but you did.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, right. Should we just go now?
No, no. Have a look. That's what you've done. Fantastic. Great night.
Fantastic.
Well played, I think. £32,000. Do you want to hold it? You can hold it. Go on.
Here, go on then. Just hold it.
That's the minimum amount your charity's received from you two tonight. Brilliant. Well done. Thank you. You have £32,000. But we don't want to give you that. Question number 11 is for £64,000. You cannot lose on this question. You have no lifelines, but you might as well play it. Have a look. This is question number 11. What kind of furniture is a half tester? Bed, chair, table, cupboard. What do you think, Paula?
No idea.
Jonathan, got any furniture?
Test.
We have got lots of furniture. I'm not sure if we've got a half tester or not. I mean, you can have those
Can't even
kind of
think
half,
of the
half a
relevance.
table.
Mm.
You don't have half a bed. Well, let's call it a single.
Could be two halves together.
A cupboard.
Cupboard could be like the dresser where there's half cupboards and half shelves.
There's a thought. Well, I quite like your logic for the cupboard.
Cupboard.
Half
Think-
of something and half of something else. I just don't know. You choose.
Oh, thanks.
Thank
so
you.
brave.
Thanks, mate. Paul, let you choose.
Oh, yes. I mean, it could be.
I have no idea, but something just says guess cupboard.
Right.
That's all. It's just, there's no logic for doing that at all. Half test.
Look, I'm happy to go with that. That's what you think. I mean, mine's only a guess. I'm like,
Would you guess?
I'm going back to bed, actually. Have you dismissed it?
You're going back to
Half tester.
You want to go? Go on, go bed.
Right, we've got to make a decision.
We
We'll
have
go
got to
round.
make a decision.
We're going to go A, bed.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Sort of. No.
It was cupboard, wasn't
If you'd said cupboard,
it? That'd have been wrong.
you'd still have £32,000.
Oh my God.
Because you said bed, you've just won £64,000! How on earth did you get that? How did you didn't even know saddle?
He knew us.
We dismissed bed first of all, but then I just had this growing feeling that it was bed.
You didn't have a clue.
Something just.
It's just the way half tested bed
Half
went off
tested,
the
just-
tongue, was it? I don't know. You can have that back
Thank
now.
you, that's very kind, thank you. Well,
Man alive.
you're just 4 away from £1 million. The way things are going, there's every chance. Right, have a look. There you are. Now listen, this is what you've done. You have no lifelines left, but that doesn't seem to matter somehow. What you got? Okay. Fantastic. £64,000. No, I don't know either, viewers. Now, you are 4 away from £1 million. This is fantastic. Question number 12 is for £125,000. Have a look at it. Tell me if you want to play it. You do not have to play this question. You can walk away with £64,000. Here it comes. Which country lies immediately to the east of Ukraine? Poland, Russia, Lithuania, Bulgaria. Now that's worth £125,000.
Well, it's not Poland. It's almost certainly not Bulgaria. So it's Russia or Lithuania. I would actually say Russia, but I'm not sure enough.
See, I think Russia's west. I don't know.
No, I don't know if it snakes around. Isn't Lithuania a Baltic state?
Yeah.
In which case, you've got sort of Baltic states sort of here, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. You've got sort of Poland somewhere there, but I'm sure it's west. Bulgaria, I think, is again.
Do you know enough to gamble that much?
I don't think.
Do you think? Do you want to walk?
I just don't feel confident enough. And it's a lot of money to lose. No, let's.
Do you think?
Yeah, I just.
Think
yeah. We're going to quit.
Yeah, we'll call it.
Chris, even though we think it's Russia, I just don't know enough.
Paula?
Yes. We'll stop there.
You've got to run out of here so fast. Oh, give them a huge hand. These two have been fantastic. Their chosen charities are £64,000 better off. You know, you said you were on a roll. If you said Russia, I'd take that cheque there. Take that, Paul. You've won that.
Thank you.
I'd take that cheque, I'd tear it into 1,000 pieces right over my shoulders, and I would replace it with one for £125,000. Jonathan, it was the right
with it. We
answer.
both thought it, didn't we?
I thought it was.
Oh, fantastic result. Give them a big hand. Paula and Jonathan go away with £64,000. Oh, brilliant. Bless you, mate. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Well played. Paula Radcliffe, Jonathan Edwards, £64,000. Amazing. Paula and Jonathan go away having raised £64,000 somehow for their charities. Fantastic. Which does mean it's time to welcome our next sporting legends tonight, Sharon Davis and Colin Jackson. Hello, you. Hello. Good on, man. Come on in, don't be frightened. No, it's fine, honestly, don't be frightened. Right, as I'm sure you recognise, here we have the former Olympic swimmer Sharon Davis and the former Olympic hurdler and current world record holder Colin Jackson. Sharon swam in her first Olympics back in 1976. She was the youngest member, by miles, of the British team, aged 13. She won a silver medal at the Moscow Olympics in 1980. Sharon eventually retired from competition in 1994. Since then, her career has included everything from modelling, writing and interior design. She's also done lots of TV presenting, some of it alongside this man, Colin Jackson. Colin retired last year, but remains the men's world record holder for both the 60 metres indoor hurdles and the 110 metres outdoor hurdles, with his times still unbeaten for a decade. Now, tonight he's playing on behalf of Sport Relief, while Sharon's good cause is the Sanyu Babies Home in Uganda. Sharon, that's a strange one. Why that one?
Because I went out there in January and visited the home, and they've got 40 children, all ranging from basically a couple of days old up to 4. Some of them arrived in plastic bags, and they didn't have a very good start in life. And to them, a little bit of money makes a massive difference. £15 to salary for a local worker. So a few £1,000s would make a massive difference to those 40 children. At the moment, they've got no running water and no proper cookers to heat their food on, and they all hand wash all the nappies and everything. So I wanted to bring them all home in my suitcase, and I can't do that.
No,
so maybe I can send some money out instead.
Well, that's great, actually. And it is one of those things you say, well, just even a few pounds. I hope you win lots. but just a few pounds would make so much difference. Colin, I mean, sports release is a fairly obvious one, but you're very heavily involved in it now, aren't you?
I am indeed part of the production team as well as the charity raising side of it. So for me, I'm very fortunate to see how the money is spent and how we actually get the money in. So it's one of the best positions to be in. But I think with Sport Relief, the fact that you're working within the community to bring back sport to people, to help them, to educate themselves, the youth right the way through. So that's why I'm really excited about being involved in a project like that.
All right, you two. Well, lots of luck. It's been quite a long show tonight, as you probably tell, because the last contestants took a while, but some fantastic money. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to ask you to come back next week, and we'll carry on. We'll go as far as we can for tonight, and then we'll carry on next week as well. So the more money we can raise. It's been a brilliant night tonight. We don't want to sort of
They did
cut it short.
fantastic. We're really proud of them.
We were.
So, you know, it also showed what can be done with, you know, quite a lot of
Pressure's
knowledge.
on now, though.
Yeah, OK, right. Good luck, guys. At this moment, Sharon and Colin are just 15 questions away from winning £1 million. As always, they have 3 lifelines to help them. They got a 50-50, they can phone a friend, and of course they can ask this very fine audience. Lots of luck, you two. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, question number 1. This is the one that Paula was terrified of. Question number 1 for £100. Here it comes. If you decisively defeat someone, you are said to make what of them? Marmalade, mincemeat, marshmallow, minestrone.
We think it's mincemeat.
Thought it might be. You have £100. Question number 2 for £200. Which of these means to play truant from school or work? Bunk off, bench off, bed off, birth off.
Done a few of those in my time.
Sure you have.
Bunk off?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go bunk
You have
off.
£200. Question number 3. Which word completes the phrase used to describe a military mercenary soldier of luck, chance, fortune, fluke?
Which word completes the phrase used to describe?
Soldier of luck, chance, fortune, fluke.
Soldier fortune.
We'll say fortune.
It's the right answer. You had £300. Soldier of fortune. Well, I did tell you those other ones went on a bit. I didn't realise they went on that much. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for on this Olympic special. Now, earlier on tonight, it's been a great night. Matthew Pinson and Roger Black, they raised a massive £125,000. Paula Radcliffe and Jonathan Edwards then won £64,000, and they knew the right answer when they walked away. Sharon Davis and Colin Jackson here end this show on £300, but they have all 3 lifelines remaining, and they'll be back next Saturday night raising more money for their charities and the Olympic Fund. But the cash point is now closed for this evening. Now, don't forget, you can play the Millionaire telephone game by calling 09064 72 7272. That's 09064 72 7272. And don't forget, they start next Saturday's show on £300. They have all their lifelines intact. But from now, from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, good night.